Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. This time, I'm finally going to be playing through Sonic Adventure the Remake. That's right, after a few months since its initial announcement, this game is finally out. Sonic Adventure the Remake. It's been over a year since it was first announced, back in April of last year, and it's finally out. So of course you know, I have to play through it. So I will be playing through the entire game. Whether I get through all of that in this video is left to be determined, but we'll see how far I can go. So just right off the bat, you can already tell, Sonic's model here looks pretty good. And there's even multiple playable characters, because of course this is the Year of Shadow, so they had to include him in this game. Even if he wasn't in the original Sonic Adventure, he's still here this time. So maybe I'll be using him for a little while. I'm not so sure, but I guess I'll start with him for now. So the first thing that we need to do is actually go up to this mailbox by Tails' workshop, and let's see what we have to do. From the Mafia boss. That must be a new character in this game. Alright, so basically, we need to go to Station Square, and I'll be using Shadow for the time being. So let's go. I will say, even though the graphics don't look too crazy, the movement here is pretty fluid. It seems like we've got a normal jump, a double jump, a triple jump even for Shadow it seems, and if we stand here long enough,
witness my power.
Wow, they even got Jason Griffith back as Shadow in this game. That's pretty cool if you ask me. Anyways, like I was saying, let's head to Station Square. They've even updated the train cutscene, and here we are, Station Square. It looks like there's pieces of the Master Emerald maybe thrown about. That must be a Knuckles thing, so I won't touch it for now. Instead, I'll just keep looking around the city. Oh hey look, there's a new character here.
Out of my way.
Wow, they even got rid of the loading screen between different areas here? You can just walk straight through. That is very cool. And here's the entrance to Knuckles' Speed Highway, although it doesn't look like it's open right now. Where would the Mafia boss be? Maybe over here? Oh wow, you can actually buy things from the shop here now too? That's pretty cool. Alright, I think we're done with this area. Let's go ahead and head on back and not run into that light post anymore. And instead I think we'll go to Emerald Coast. Let's play the first level. Things are looking a little strange. You know, I've noticed a few things about this remake, that even though it is technically a remake, there's a lot of old reused assets here. Specifically this same character, all over the place. Alright, here's the first cutscene it seems like. I guess it wouldn't be a Sonic game if there wasn't bugs on release, would it? There's something important we need to discuss right now? What could that be? Is this supposed to be some Eggman ripoff? Am I in Knuckles' story right now, just as Shadow? This seems a little bit strange. Oh wow, it seems like we really are getting a full backstory, even though we already had that in SA1. The updated animations do look pretty nice. And of course, we all know about Chaos. It's said that a group of Mafia and others have awoken Chaos from the Master Emerald while doing research on it. That doesn't sound very good. And I do know that Shadow doesn't like the Mafia, so I guess that's why we're Shadow for this. Alright. It seems like Eggman, or whoever this is, wants us to get the Chaos Emeralds before they do. A crashed timepiece. I guess Shadow is technically from the future from when this game takes place, so maybe he's using that to come back here. I guess I'll have to keep collecting those in order to stay as Shadow for this game. Well, there's the first one. Let's grab it. And there we go. That's the beginning of Sonic Adventure. The remake, of course. Alright, so we're back in Tails' workshop. Let's go ahead and head on out. I'm not exactly sure where I'm supposed to be going. I guess they kind of kept the confusion up from the original Sonic Adventure here, but I do maybe wish there was a bit of a guide. Although, since it just came out, I guess this video can be your guide. So just keep following along and do what I do. I'm not really sure how Shadow's story is structured, so maybe I'll just head to Red Mountain first and see what I can do. This game is kind of like an open world, you know, kind of like the original game, but maybe even a little bit more so. So let's exploit that and go play Red Mountain first, because that is one of my favorite levels from Sonic Adventure. It's nice to see that Angel Island is still over there. And I do have to say, there are a few things that are kind of strange about this port that I've noticed. And it looks like we can play through Red Mountain straight away, so that's pretty cool. I'm not really sure if this is Act 1 of Shadow's story or what, but we do just have to collect all the Chaos Emeralds and speak of the devil. So let's get straight into things and start going. It seems like they've already replaced the rockets on Red Mountain, which I would know since this is one of my favorite levels, so if there's something different, I'll be able to tell. Like, even that. And these enemies are kind of different too, but they are pretty neat. And of course, we do need to go over here. We just got a checkpoint as well. That's pretty nice. And also, there's a few different things that I've noticed. Like these. Here we go. There's a chain of them right here. They're pretty neat, and they allow for me to do this. Let's do this. It seems like they replaced the original ziplining sequence with this one. I'm not really sure why, but maybe there was time constraints. Who knows? Anyways, let's continue on. Oh wow, they actually tell you when those things are gonna fall this time? That's interesting. We'll hit this button over here, and go up. So far, Shadow controls pretty nicely in this game. Although the controls do kind of remind me of a different game. Let me know down in the comments below if you kind of understand what I'm talking about, because there are some aspects of this game that seem a little strange, and kind of similar to something else that I know. This level has been pretty fun in this remake so far. I'm interested to see how all the others are. I will note that the music does keep resetting, it doesn't play all the way through. I'm not sure if that's a bug with my copy, or if that's just a bug with the game, but it is kind of annoying, so hopefully that does get fixed in the future. This is Shadow's story, so I'm not really sure how things will be different, but I guess we are going down. Wow, the instant transition there was really nice. Let's grab this emblem first. There we go. I know this game is probably pretty hot right now since, you know, it just came out, so if you do want to see more of it, let me know. And this is totally something that I'll be doing more of on this channel. And with that, let's get the first Chaos Emerald. There we go. That is the first Chaos Emerald that we have. And of course, we return back to Tails' workshop. Oh, this is interesting. So it seems like Shadow's story might take place after the events of Sonic Adventure, which I guess is why he's able to be here? This is pretty interesting, and I wasn't expecting to be able to come to the egg carrier like this. I guess there's a lot more lore to be figuring out here. Ooh, should we go into the hot shelter? And of course, there are bugs. This is a Sonic game. It wouldn't be one without them. This is looking a little different, I guess? Seems more like an aquarium than a shelter to me, but we'll see. We'll have to get our hands on that Chaos Emerald, and we'll have to do it quickly because time is running out. And it looks like the fish are swimming in midair. This game is kind of weird, and I'm not really sure how I feel about it. There seems to be a lot of bugs for an official release like this, which is, I guess, not too out of the ordinary for Sonic games, but I was hoping for something better than this for a Sonic Adventure Remake. Seems like we're gonna get another timepiece. Anyways, I think we should head back to Station Square, and maybe we'll go into Twinkle Park. The controls feel a bit better too. It doesn't feel like I'm gonna run straight into a wall and fall off the map, and it seems like we can go straight through the bowling section right away. Keep getting some of these homing attacks in, because it's pretty fun. The enemy designs here are pretty interesting. They kind of don't remind me of Eggman robots, but I guess that's a Shadow thing, so maybe that's why? Because I'm fighting the Mafia and not Eggman. Let's get a nice skip in here and jump over the fence all the way up to the top. That's a pretty neat skip. I'm surprised they added that. And let's get this Chaos Emerald because it is now the Brown Emerald. If you didn't know, they actually added the Brown Emerald back in the last Sonic game, Sonic Frontiers 3. So that's why there's a Brown Emerald in this game, because it replaced one of the other ones. Alright, I think we have time for one more level, and then I'm gonna have to cut it there. So, should we do Final Egg? I don't know if we're gonna get a Chaos Emerald from there, so maybe I'll save it for next time. And instead, I think I'm gonna play through Windy Hill, because this is one of my favorite levels, and I think it's better than playing through the final level of the game, so that's what I'm gonna do. Time for Windy Hill. And there we go, another emblem. I have gotten quite a few emblems, but I still don't think that's all of them, so I wouldn't count on seeing me get all of them. Uh-oh. Into the tornado. Here we are. And let's get this bouncer. Step on here. Go up a little bit. And once we step down, this should be it. Now we're at the top. This is actually looking different. Is this the beta version of Windy Hill? I was not expecting something like this, but I do see another emblem, so let's get that. There we go. Wow, the beta version of Windy Hill? I was not expecting that to make a comeback anytime soon. let's run down here and see what this is all about. This is looking really fun. I'm surprised they added this. I'm almost at 1,000 Chaos Shard things. I wonder what happens when I get 1,000. Well, dying maybe wasn't on the list. And I see another emblem, so maybe that was actually a good thing that I fell out of the world. And grab the emblem. And it seems like we're at 1,000 now, so maybe if I try something like this? Yeah, we can slow down time with Chaos Control, because we are Shadow, of course. So let's see, this guy's running at me, and he's not anymore. I think that was pretty worth it for getting 1,000 rings, so I'm pretty happy with being able to use Chaos Control. This was definitely worth playing last, because this one has been the most surprising to me, and I'm actually enjoying this. This does seem a lot cooler than the original Windy Hill. I'm actually really glad they decided to bring this back instead of doing the old one. And of course, it seems like we aren't going to get a Chaos Emerald, but a timepiece will suffice. There we go. And there we have it. Back in Tails' workshop once again. I do see an emblem over here though that I have apparently missed this entire time. So as our last thing for this video, I'm gonna get the emblem. Of course, as I've said a bunch, Sonic Adventure the Remake just came out, so playing through this has been pretty fun, although maybe a little buggy and kinda strange at times. But playing through Sonic Adventure as Shadow is pretty cool, so I can kinda look past all of that. Because of course, you know, I'm a Sonic fan. I don't really care about that kind of stuff. But anyways, leave a like on this video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel to actually not see more of this, because this was actually an April Fool's video. Yeah, this is an April Fool's video, and I really hope you got that by now, because if not, yeah, no, this is a hat in time. There's the Among Us stickers. You think they would put this in Sonic Adventure? You think they would remake Sonic Adventure? You think they would put Shadow in Sonic Adventure? No. But you can still subscribe if you want to, and watch my other videos, because I can guarantee you they're better than this one. But I do have to give a big shout out to this mod creator, because I wouldn't be doing this right now without the mods, which I'll leave down in the description, and they were really easy to install since they're just on the Steam Workshop. So big shout out to the mod creators here, go try them out if you want to, and now that all that's out of the way, I'll see you next time.